So in previous part till here we have successfully tracked our sort. Okay, now I am going to export these tracking data for 3D Max. Okay, now just stop. Now for this, just simply in format option, just select your format like 3D Max 2011 scripts. Okay, after this, from here just file name, you can select your folder. Now just simply just give a name. Okay, now just click on save. After this you have to click on export. This is the important things. Okay, now just click on export. Export succeeded. Okay, so till here you have successfully export your Max files. Now just open your 3D Max. So first you have to open your folder. Now just open your folder. Now see, now here if you will see, there are two files are there. Okay, first is MS file, second is IFL file. Okay, so first you have to select your MS file. Okay, then simply drag and drop into your Max. Okay, then simply select and drag and drop. Okay, now see, after this, now here you will see, after this again you have to import your footage. For this just simply press Alt and B, then downside you have to click on use files, then animated background you have to check this one, and also you have to check this one. Now click on files, then you have to select second file which is IFL file. So this is also created by PFTrack. Okay, now just select, downside you will see this is your image files. Okay, now just simply click on open. Now downside just click on apply to active view, then simply click on OK. Now here you have successfully imported your files. Okay, now after this just simply open your Explorer, Screen Explorer. Now here you will see, so first this is your scene group. Okay, so inside the scene group you will see this is your camera, this is your just camera points group, and this is your objects point group. Okay, and these are the markers. Okay, now now here if you want to orient your scene, then simply in Max also you can orient your scene. So for this, so you have to select this group. Okay, so this is important, you have to select whole group, then now come in on front view. Now simply press E and simply just rotate. Okay, little bit for orientation. I think this is sufficient. Okay, now you have successfully oriented your scene. Now just click here and play and check. Now you will see here. Okay, so here you will see your footage is playing in real time. Okay, so for real time you have to check one options. Okay, now just simply stop. Now then go to your customize options, then simply click on preferences. So in preferences you have to click on viewport. Downside you will see one option is there which is called update background while playing. So this one you have to check. This is the most important thing for playing your footage in real time. Okay, so just simply check this one. Now press OK. Now just select your active camera view and just simply play. Okay, till here. Now just save scene as. Now click on file, then save as. Now just give a proper name. Now just save. Now I am going to place some proxy geometry. So for proxy geometry you can import your geometry, otherwise you can also create from here. Okay, so now here I am going to import some proxy geometry. Okay, I think this one. Now just select and drag and drop. Now click on import files. Now you will see it's too big, so just resize this one. I think this is sufficient. Okay, now here if you want to hide your marker, then you can select and hide. Now just select and right click, just click on hide. Now just select and play. Now here you will see your proxy object is following your camera motion. Okay, now just I am going to place this object on a proper locations. Okay, so for this just simply select your object, then click on align. Okay, then simply click on align, then select a points. Okay, then after this just click on pivot point to pivot point. Okay, then after this just click on X, Y and Z positions. Okay, then press OK. Now just rotate this one little bit. Maybe little bit scale down like this. Okay, this is sufficient. Okay, see. Okay, now this is sufficient. Now first create a duplicate. Now just Ctrl C and Ctrl V, copy. Now press OK. Now after that just click on align, then just select your points. Okay, now just again check point to point, then X, Y, Z. Okay, so you have to click on pivot point. Okay, now just click on OK. So 2 objects we have placed successfully. Okay, now just simply select and delete this one. I think select this one also, you can delete. Okay, now see, just till here, just save, click on save. Now just I am going to import a proxy geometry for your object motion also. Okay, now just simply import. So this one, import files. Now here you will see, resize this one again, same. Now after this again just we have to align this object to our object's points. Okay, this is important. So first select your object, then click on align, then simply just select your points. Now just same pivot points you have to check, and these options you have to check. Now press OK. Now just resize little bit. Now just switch off your grid, then right click, show grid. Okay, here press Alt W for maximize your viewport. Now just rotate again, little bit adjust. Now I think this is sufficient. Okay, now here you will see, now I am on frame 112. Okay, now just play and check. Now it's not following. Okay, so after this we have to just link this object to your points. Okay, so for this just simply select your objects, then press W simply, and left side you will see select link options, then select your objects. Okay, then simply click and select any points, any object point you have to select. So anyone you can select. Now see, now here play and check. Now see, object is following perfectly according to your object motion. Now just select your object, move little bit down. Now just play and check. So after this you can create any geometry for your object and for your camera also, and you can just texture it, and after this you can render and compose.